Top of the morning to you. Welcome to Front Page Review on this dial, 90.3 FM. We are Voice of the People. My name is Jude Ikami Jude, regiment for duty today. Good morning to you once again. Check your time now. It's 7:03 a.m. and today is Thursday, the 27th day in the month of March 2025. I'm here to deliver some stories from the Punch newspaper, Daily Post, Daily Trust, Vanguard, The Nation, This Day, The Sun, and a couple of other newspapers, everyone. Do join me on WhatsApp, join me on YouTube and all of our social media platforms, and let's get talking. Big headlines, I must say, today. Very, very big, and some extremely crazy headlines. But you know what? Let's take a look at let's take a look at them one after the other. The Punch newspaper is going to lead the way with these headlines. 91 groups seek INEC registration as coalition talks gather steam. 91 groups seek INEC registration as coalition talks gather steam. And then, experts lament low awareness of autoimmune disorder. Can I look at that again? Okay. Bangladesh, Nigeria trade hits $100 million, says envoy. Trump imposes 25% tariffs on imported vehicles. Auto stocks drop in Asia after Trump's tariff move. Untold story of Palawal, Lagos Island 75-year-old ice cream vendor. And then, a new constitution. Anyoku, Yankasai, or Shoba to meet National Assembly. On Natasha recall, INEC notifies Senate as constituents amend petition. Reps move to convert 37 Lagos LCDAs to local government areas. States oppose bill seeking immunity removal from VP, governors, and of course deputy. States oppose bill seeking immunity removal from VP, governors, and of course deputies. Rivers sole administrator suspends political office holders. Let's see if we can touch on 3 or 4 more here and then we leave. Nasarawa governor bans 2027 campaigns. Adelphi 3. Nigerian government declares March the 31st and April 1st public holidays. Rivers sole administrator Iba suspends all political appointees. And someone will say, does he have that power to do that? We'll talk. Let's talk. Let's get to the comment section and have your thoughts, okay, everyone. Reps member Delta APC disagree over adoption of Governor Oboriwori as Guba candidate. Reps member Delta APC disagree over adoption of Governor Oboriwori as Guba candidate. And then an emergency rule, Fubara erroneously implicated in security issues, according to a report. Outside Nigeria now, U.S. Justice Department backs Trump bids to move hush money case to federal court. UN calls for ceasefire as violence escalates in South Sudan. Trump's auto tariff. Canada will react very soon. Could impose tariffs. That's the Prime Minister saying that there. Kim Jong-un approves North Korea's attack drones production. On auto tariffs, Trump slaps 25% duties on car imports to U.S. Trump may give China reduction in tariffs to get TikTok deal done. And then, let's come back to Nigeria now. Rufai's move to the Social Democratic Party. Wrong political calculation. APC women leader is the one speaking there. And then INEC writes Senator Natasha over recall. reveals next move. Governor Sule denies endorsing any candidate for 2027 election. Reps member Delta APC disagree over adoption of Governor Bodiwori as Guber candidate. Zamfara PDP mourns killing of 10 community protection guards by bandits. And then finally, Zamfara APC elders demand expulsion of Rep Aminu Sani Jaji over alleged anti-party activities. From there, everyone, we move to Daily Thrust newspaper now. Check your time, 7:09 a.m. On impunity debate, what is good for president is good for vice president. On immunity debate, right? What is good for president is good for vice president. Bayero cancels Salah Doba amidst rising tension. Drug prices may drop as federal government implements zero VAT and duties. Lawyers' adherence to ethical principles declining. That is the CJN speaking the Kekerekun. Lawyers' adherence to ethical principles is declining fast. Okay. To some more headlines now. Female hawker, Okada rider shot dead as FCT task force clamps down motorists. How young Nigerians are struggling with economic hardship is a piece you just want to read there. It's a sorrowful case, I must say. Very sorrowful case, deeply sorrowful. Okay, let's touch on Vanguard now, everyone. INEC, Tinubu shops for Yakubu's replacement. Okay. When they say Yakubu, they are talking about Mahmoud Yakubu, the one you know very well. The one you know very well, right? The information is reaching us now saying that Tinubu is shopping for Yakubu's replacement. Okay. If you're fit for this position, say I. We don't know if the eyes can have it. Right? Who told you you are fit? They must tell you are fit first, okay? Wike Atiku Bika over 2027. And then reps move to strip VP, governors, deputy governors of their immunity. Reps move to strip VP, governors, deputy governors of their immunity. And then reps push bill to grant Nigerian citizenship to foreign investors. Customs exempts healthcare products, raw materials from duties, and of course VAT. So no more VAT for raw materials and on pharmaceuticals, right? Drugs and all of these things. Custom exempt healthcare products, raw materials from duties, and of course VAT. Let's touch on some other ones now quickly. Nigeria's money supply rises 17% to about 110.3 trillion naira. Nigeria's money supply. Pastor Adeboye disowns AI-generated videos promoting drugs and, of course, scholarships. 15% tariff reduction. Labor rages over non-implementation. Anger as federal government increases PTA levy in unity colleges. And of course, parents kick. Anger as federal government increases PTA levy in unity colleges. Parents kick. Are they supposed to increase this thing at this time? What do they want? Why? Huh? I don't know. Police kill 5 kidnappers in Ogun battle. Arrest 3 in Delta. You see what we're saying about education? Critical moments. Okay, it's fine. Falana's fraud case against Xenox. Orders thrown out quickly. Adeleke establishes IDPs camps in warring communities. To some of the stories now quickly, INEC, Tinubu shops for Yakubu's replacement. And then SDP knocks Tinubu's administration on poverty, redemption, insecurity, and of course, food security. That's what we hear, everyone. 26,000 children held in prison, says federal government. 26,000 children held in prison. This is according to federal government. Whoa. Okay. You are on to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. 7:14 is a time, and I want to touch on some other stories. The Guardian is going to guide me into these stories. Police arrest native doctor, orders over ritual killing in River State is one story. And then the other one says residents lament as Lagos demolishes illegal structures in Ikorodu. Katboli retiree faults committee demolition of property. Police kill 5 suspected kidnappers in Delta. Tragedy as hunter kills self in Ogun community. Concerns over dumping of refuse in Ajegunle Canal. Yeah. Troops arrest killers of cleric in Kaduna. Let me take on these ones now. On insecurity, IGP deploys special squad in Imo State. Police arrest driver over abduction of female passenger in Ogun. Police autopsy report dismiss ritual killing claims. That is as regards Dogo. Headsmen unleash mayhem in Edo community. Kill 1. And of course, scores injured. Let me move quickly to the Nation newspaper and also take some few stories there. Just few. CJN Fashola won against rising misconduct among lawyers. Ibas fires Fubara's political appointees. INEC notifies Natasha, Senate, of recall petition. And then, court throws out case against Zynox boss, AK, and others. Ibas fires Fubara's political appointees is one big story there. INEC notifies Natasha, Senate, of recall position or of a recall petition. CJN Fashola won against rising misconduct among lawyers. All right, those are the stories I'm going to give you this morning. Okay, finally, let's join Rufai Oseni now and get his own thoughts on some of these headlines. Top of the morning to you and welcome.
Morning. Yesterday, there was an interview on the Rise TV with Atiku Abubakar, and these were his words, that the leadership is corrupt of the National Assembly. And a lot of Nigerians have been reacting to that. Anyway, he also did cast many aspersions on Senator Akpabio, saying he was corrupt, but Akpabio has the right of reply. And he can also probably sue for defamation. But one story that is also coming out of the National Assembly today is the fact that there's a bill that's been pushed as part second reading for stripping vice president and governors of immunity.
Yeah.
I think the number one person that should be stripped of immunity should be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Okay.
Because the powers given to him by the Constitution is too much immunity in the first place. So that we can bring in a level of accountability across board. That's just it. We can bring in a level of accountability across board. We cannot continue to have a very, very high-handed political class in this country, where people are suffering, their lives are in danger, and we have presidents, we have a vice president, we have governors that, because of immunity clause, can be held accountable. So we must ask questions, and that's just it. And the question is, do they really deserve that immunity? To a large extent, no. And these are cases. And also, we must have a true independence of our institutions at EFCC. See, if our institutions were truly independent, there are some people that will never get up to political positions today.
At all.
Because the world knows the cases against them. The world knows the cases against them. And that's why nobody takes us seriously. That's why we've become a joke in the grand scheme of things. So we must do better. We must get our processes intact. We must get our systems intact. And we must bring about a great deal of accountability, which we are lacking as we speak today in Nigeria. And this role of this administrator in Rivers, we should ask questions. These moves, are they ratified by the Federal Executive Council or the lawmaking body in Nigeria, the National Assembly?
It's a pity.
All of a sudden, in violation of the Supreme Court, that said, go and fix democratic institutions in the state before we release your allowance. Allowances have been released all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
So what is really going on here? And you know why I'm surprised? This is happening at a time that the same President Tinubu that fought against Olusegun Obasanjo that we all praised, when he also wanted to deploy these tactics of not giving, states their allocation and their money, because President Tinubu's offense then was that he created many local governments as governor of Lagos State. It's the same President Tinubu that is now perpetrating that injustice in his time. We all were in support of President Tinubu. In fact, we used to call him the last man standing. We're happy about him. We love this boldness of saying no to the center. We love this boldness. But that same President Tinubu is the one perpetrating all of this. And we'll condemn him. Because we supported him when he fought against Olusegun Obasanjo then. Does not mean we condemn him entirely what he's doing. There was an interview yesterday, and reports have started to emerge that those bombings in rivers were orchestrated, that these were just, pipe incidents, that flares happened, and they converted them to bombings to be able to declare a state of emergency. And that's why we go against the declaration of a state of emergency. Because if there is a state of emergency, will the president recuse his own self from the position? That's the question we keep asking. Just like we are fighting for democracy, all of a sudden the woman makes a sexual harassment case. The political juggernauts are now pushing for a recall. All of a sudden, INEC that came out and said they didn't fill in their information yesterday, now I said they fill in their information, so the process of the recall has started in earnest. But please, we must also call on INEC that they are also seeing videos that are being released of how people were writing register and writing all sorts.
No, I'm not sure INEC wants to see that at all.
No. They
Those
must
guys.
see it. And we must see the way they ratify the, what is it called? The signatures and the verified signature. Anyway, is it INEC that till date they've not told us what 2 elections, more than 1 election were held in a day? The senatorial election, technical glitch did not happen. Only presidential technical glitch happened. Till today, INEC has not told us what constituted the technical glitch. Till today, they have not told us. It was only presidential election. Only presidential election. And when we say now, INEC will say our mouth is smelly. Till today, INEC has not told us. So, people's confidence in INEC is in jeopardy. And that's why we keep calling on the people. Despite the fact that they might have grasp with INEC, they should not also remove themselves from the electoral process. We can only encourage that as media. But INEC, is in jeopardy. Till today, they've not been able to tell us what considered that technical glitch. See, computer is garbage in, garbage out, my brother. If something happens in the system will record it. So we want to see the verification process. Part of me is one minute. Sorry, I'm sorry, my brother. A part of me is telling me that it's only God that can save Natasha. The powers that be have released all that it takes to ensure that the recall is successful, and there's a plan on the way to take a former top politician in Kogi for that position. It's only God that can stop and the way it's looking, it looks like the recall will go through. go and quote me today. It's only God, or if an intervention happens, that can fail the process because they've perfected it. A lot of funds have been released to it. The question you should ask them is the same funds that they won't give the people, but when they want to use the people for a recall, they can lie to them for empowerment. And you can see Nigeria has been so bastardized. Anything empowerment, people are rushing there. Who would truly want to give you empowerment and say you should bring your PVC? We had a guy on television yesterday that confirmed the houses of where those signatures were being signed in those videos. Confirmed the houses, named the houses of the individuals, named the people involved. These are facts. And I asked him, does he have facts? Can he substantiate it? He named the houses, named the people involved.
You know, it means.
In fact, they even said the charity, Abi Christian Male's father, once benefited from Natasha's Senator Natasha Akpoti's what's it called? Empowerment, that he got a bike, a motorcycle. But all of a sudden, the question you should ask all of these people is that, is it because sexual allegations came into against the father of the Senate, like Webonyi calls her? Is it because of that all of a sudden now a recall is being? Why didn't they talk about a recall? What were the initial complaints made up to this time? So you know the recall is political. And you can see the same Senator Webonyi that was attacking and abusing Madam Obi. He went ahead on TV yesterday. He heard what he said. He said, is Natasha the most beautiful woman in Nigeria? Is it because she has chocolate color? Imagine what a deputy chief whip of the Nigerian Senate is saying.
It's a sorrowful
Imagine what our political thing has been reduced to. Imagine what our political life has. A deputy chief whip say, is it because she's chocolate in color? Even hear how crass he talks. This was the same man that went ahead to say, as an international Akpoti, she has 6 children from 6 different husbands, casting aspersions on the family life of a woman in this country. That's what we've been reduced. And that's what I was saying on television yesterday. See, our politics now so bad to the extent that it's a refuge place for criminals. If you are a criminal and you have made some money, the best place to express yourself now is Nigerian politics. You will easily, as long as you can spend money. As long as you can spend money. I do a lot of charity because it makes me happy, but I also feel sad. The moment I start to do the charity, people in those areas start to ask, oh God, do you want to run for anything? Because the politicians have bastardized the system so much that you can't do charity in your heart. See, this fasting period, I know what I've been doing in mosques. I don't like, blowing my trumpet every time. Because it makes me feel good. It's my own service to God. I do for mosque, I do for church. Some I will say, okay, go and give them to break their fast. I will not even say, don't even mention my name. But before you know it, people are already asking. The ones you even say, okay, you're there, you have to deploy, like my health outreach, and people are asking, do you want to run for position? It's because politicians have bastardized the system. It is not a place that if you have enough, if it's money you go spend. Once you can spend money in this country,
you're good to go.
Everybody falls in line. But we can't build an economy this way. My brother, let me read what Socrates said about democracy for you. Please, I need to read this. I beg you.
All right.
I know we'll soon go because I have to go to Abuja now. Democracy must fall because it will try to tailor to everyone. The poor will want the wealth of the rich and democracy will give it to them. Young people will want to be respected as elderly and democracy will give it to them. Women will want to be like men, democracy will give it to them. Foreigners will want the rights of the natives, democracy will give it to them. Thieves and fraudsters will want important government functions and democracy will give it to them. And at a time when thieves and fraudsters finally and democratically take authority because criminals and evildoers want power, there will be worse dictatorship than in any of monarchy or oligarchy. Does that look like your democracy? Do you know who said that? What I just read to you.
Can you imagine?
Socrates. Do you know when Socrates said this? Socrates lived from 472 to 399 BC, before Christ. Let me read that part again. thieves and fraudsters will want important government functions, and democracy will give it to them. At a time when thieves and fraudsters finally and democratically take authority, because criminals and evildoers want power, there will be worse dictatorship than in the time of any monarchy or oligarchy. Socrates, 470 to 399 BC. Does that look like Nigeria to you? My brother, please answer your question.
Rufai, I just want to ask you one question. What can the citizens do? Can Nigerians do anything about what is going on? It happened in Rivers State, Fubara.
Speak up.
Now
and
it's
talk.
happening again.
And don't
how?
Speak up and talk, and don't support evil. Speak up. Let your voices be heard. Call your lawmakers. I am shocked that over the Nigerian the state of emergency issue, people didn't call their lawmakers. You should call your lawmakers and bombard their phone. Bombard their phone. And let's keep speaking up. I'm speaking up on the radio. I'll speak up on television. I'll speak up on every platform. It will be on record that we are speaking up.
Maybe we should also start recalling them one after the other. Let's also start recalling.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. If Natasha can be effected a recall for the fact that she did nothing, how much more your lawmaker that is not performing? All our offense is that she faced the might of the Senate presidents. But you see, the problem is also money, because the society has also been bastardized by poverty. Once you give people money, the same people that they are fight and believe in Nigeria, once you give them money, their brain has changed. That's why my friend Boala was very right. That the human brain is unique. But once he joins certain political party and he gets money, the brain will change. So we must hold our lawmakers accountable. That's the kind of country we are living. Criminals, thieves, scoundrels will take over our nation. Socrates said that it's already happening. My brother, I have to run to Abuja this morning.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey. You know, I am just marveled this morning. I want to also get the views of CP Chooks and one. Then I will also want to get your own views. Everyone, feel free to join the conversation, okay? Let's discuss. Some persons are saying, let's also start the recall process. All of these guys, we will start recalling them one after the other. Since we too can gather signatures now. Our own go even plenty pass. It'll be 270 they gather. We can gather 4 million. And send this. Let me relax. But it's not fair. It's not fair. And we are seated. It happened in Rivers. We not talk. And now it's happening again. And you know. Okay. Let me go seek the opinion of, though I didn't tell him. Let me see if I can get his own views this beautiful morning. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, feel free to join the conversation. Okay, feel free to join the conversation. YouTube is there. Yeah, just go there and join the conversation. I want to see if I can have this conversation with Prince Chilaka this morning. I didn't tell him I would give him a call, but I know he is ready anytime for me. Prince Chilaka, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judy.
Good morning to you. Sorry I didn't give you any notification, but then I know you are always prepared for us. Okay? Let's look at Natasha's case and, you know, what INEC is about to do. The evil INEC is about to commit. I mean, what is the hope of Nigerians, as it were, right now? What do we do? Where do we go?
Judy, to be sincere with you, Nigeria has been captured. The ruling class has captured Nigeria and has used poverty, hunger, bad governance to hold the people down. Everybody's shocked at this whole process of recalling Natasha, because it's all acting out like a mirage, and we really don't understand what is happening. Suddenly, the thing that INEC has always said is impossible is becoming impossible overnight. It's becoming possible overnight. So it simply shows you that we have, like I've always said, we have a mean, wicked, and greedy political class. So I think there is more to this Natasha issue that the National Assembly does not want to be let out. I just don't think it is because of the fact that she refused to sit where she was asked to sit. I think there are things that the National Assembly doesn't want Nigerians to know. And they've tried to shut her up in several ways, and it's not working. So now they're using a recall process. And INEC has also played into the same ball game. Everybody's doing the bidding of, somebody is just remotely controlling everything. So it doesn't make sense. But
Priscilla, look at it. Look at it. That the contact details of the petitioners and the representatives in the recall process have now been corrected.
God. The perversity of justice is something that we don't know where to place and who to hold responsible. But the truth of the matter is that this is a trying time for Nigeria. And unfortunately, the political class are not learning. They are not learning. When this whole thing will come down, I hope we'll still have a country called Nigeria.
The big question is, does the president even know what is going on? Like someone asked.
Well, if you said there is nothing that happens that even Mr. President is not aware of.
No, sometimes we're meant to believe that this man is too busy up there to be everywhere.
No. Not when it has to do with politics. Not when it has to do with the National Assembly. I mean, if he's not aware, are you aware also right now that they're about to pass a bill to convert the 37 LCDAs in Lagos,
of course,
into local government? The same LCDAs for which Obasanjo refused to release funds. Meanwhile, the Southeast is saying we are short of states. We are only 5 states. We should have 6 for equity. You are not talking about the equity, what do I call it? You're not talking about the inequity the Southeast is talking about. You are not talking about local governments in Lagos. In other words, you want Lagos to have more local governments than any other state in Nigeria. Why don't we have a situation where every state has equal number of local governments, equal number of representatives? Why this disparity? I mean, this shows you how the mockery of democracy. It's just a mockery of democracy.
So it means. Whether we like it or not, Natasha is about to, leave that seat, whether we like it or not.
Well, let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it pans out. But I can assure you that it will not see the light of day.
They are done with the arrangement already. It's obvious. They are done. They are done.
There's 90 days window that is open, I mean?
They said it's an error. So they've corrected the error. And they've notified Natasha. They've notified the Senate also.
Don't forget also that the addresses email, there has to be physical verification by INEC. So we're waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Bello, all of a sudden, is already planning to come to the Senate.
Oh, really?
Watch and see.
No, that would be very funny. Really, that will be very, very funny.
Ajus Okalu came out. Ajus Okalu was brought out of prison, and is there as a senator. So what are we talking about? Nigeria has become a country where anything goes. The leadership of this country don't care about you and I, the ordinary people. Your sovereignty, which they have collected to manage, they're mismanaging. They don't even have respect for that sovereignty of yours. The only time the Nigerian people matter in the political realm of Nigeria is during the election and campaigns. That is when you see everybody coming down to the level of every ordinary Nigerian. You get what I'm saying? That is when you see everybody coming down to the level of every other Nigerian. That is when you see them going to sit down with a woman that's been roasting corn for years. That's when you see them carrying pure water on their heads. But the reality is that after the elections, what happens? They change their phone numbers. They lock up their gates. They use cars that have windshields. You don't get to see them.
Chilaka, let's delve deep into this INEC issue. You know, according to information reaching me, that there is a plot to compromise the 2027 general election through the instrumentality of appointing a yes man as a replacement for Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. Right now, that Tinubu is looking for who will replace Mahmoud Yakubu before 2027 election.
Jude, are you shocked? Any right-thinking Nigerian should not be shocked. This administration will do whatever it takes to remain in power in 2027.
Yakubu's tenure will end in November.
Whether the country boils or not, it's none of their business. This is the mindset of our political class. A mindset of winner takes it all. A mindset of, I have gotten power, I must hold on to. Let me tell you this. I've always said this. It's a very easy thing to give a cup of water to a monkey. But the most difficult thing on earth is to get that cup back.
Okay.
And that's where Nigerians have found themselves.
I would also love you to touch on these 91 groups that are seeking INEC registration as coalition talks gather steam. We hear that as momentum builds ahead of the 2027 election, the Independent National Electoral Commission has confirmed it has received 91 applications for the registration of new political parties. 91 political parties. You think they will scale through?
You know, Nigerian politicians joke a lot. They just joke a lot. People check a lot. We don't need to have 91 political parties. What we need is to look at the existing political parties. Anybody that is interested in politics should merge with those parties. That's my own position on it.
And then, before you go, Oga Sole Administrator in Rivers State is acting seriously. He has suspended, political appointees and office holders, in the state with immediate effect.
What do you expect? He's a military man. What you have in Rivers State today is military government, nothing short of that. So let us forget whether he's an administrator or not. It's a military government. You don't expect the military government to just take people and not do what they want to.
Okay. Hello, Prince Chilaka. Okay. Let me leave you now because of a network right now, okay? Let me leave you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. But everyone, I still want us to talk, okay? Let's talk. Join me on YouTube and let's have a very beautiful conversation all together, okay? Is that fine? Let's do YouTube. Join me there and let's talk. We need to talk. Like I said, it is time to also start recalling all of these guys who have not been performing at all. Yeah, let's start recalling them one after the other. Now, it's just to gather signatures and, that's all. If there is an error, INEC will help us correct the error. Impunity everywhere, I must say. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. Also, send a message to me via WhatsApp. WhatsApp number is 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Well, hey, mind what you say on the national radio. Just about 60 seconds for everyone. 60 seconds. Okay, let me give you 120 seconds. 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. Oh, thank you so much. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. What's your name? Good morning.
Good morning, Ikami Jude.
Good morning.
This is Mazi Obina. I'm calling from Olodia, Papa.
Good morning.
Yeah. You see, Ikami Jude, I've been telling people since last year that Yakubu must be removed. Because when you see the threat coming from the north, Tinubu will not stand that threat by using Yakubu. He must use somebody from the south that will honor him and obey him. You understand? So I've seen that vision since last year. I was telling people, say this Yakub Tinubu must remove him. So coming for the sinners, I don't really understand what is going on in that place. I don't really understand the abracadabra they are doing in that place. Because they are taking people for granted for fools, that Nigerians are fools, or we are not seeing what is happening in that place. They do what they like, they do what the president like, they don't do what the masses want. Who put them there? Who made them to be there? If my mind should be the mind of every Nigerian, I don't think that any of them will repeat that seat in the next election. I'm telling you the honest truth.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. The thing is, Nigerians just sit back, relax, and talk and argue politics, Let's go.
Only righteousness exalts a nation. But what is happening in this country, all the institutions is corrupt, right from A to Z. Number two, only God can rescue, save this country. Everything has been baptized. Apart from God, only military. Come 2020-27, nobody can stop Tinubu. Nobody, quote me today, go and write today's down. He asked all the missionaries to continue. Only God and the military and death.
Okay. Thank you.
So we are in problem.
Thank you so much.
We are in serious problem concerning Akacha, Rivers, this and that administrator. Only God. I pray God should save this country.
Amen. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Yeah, your name and your location.
I'm so happy. Okay, my name is Ezechi from Ichigo.
All right.
Okay, this is my first time calling the station.
Oh, beautiful. Welcome.
I'm so excited.
Welcome.
I'm so excited getting you guys on. But I want to tell you that the challenge we have in the country is not protesting. I am no longer a professional protester or doctor. Look, let's face the truth. The truth is, if we want this shenanigan of our country, if we want all these people to let us face the constitution. You can't get a WAEC owner to become the CEO of a bank. Look, as long as we have that requirement in our constitution, we will keep having this. You get somebody who is not qualified to be a driver in a bank, to rule your country, to become senator, to become this. Look, we have not seen anything yet. We are yet to see things. We have illiterates ruling you. Somebody who cannot be a cleaner in an institution.
Good morning.
My name is Afunwa Dama.
Good morning.
My name is Afunwa Dama.
Let's go.
From Idimu.
Let's go.
My own is that to remove Mahmoud Akubu. For me, I for say make it they stand in tenure. Make it stay there. Because the angel you know is better than the one we didn't know. Because if this man want to bring, I go bring your own person. We work with him for this Lagos state. So make change, but Yakuba Mahmoud. Make we remain there. Make it stand in tenure. Make it help us for 2027. Anything we will do, we will take it like that.
Thank you.
So that's my own contribution. I don't have more to say. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate you. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Please, my own, I want to be brief. I want you, if there is a way you can reach these people in the government, tell them that if they should record that woman, that God on.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Ikame Jude.
Let's go quickly. Your name, your location.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is Nelson Ikowaji. I'm calling from Amoa, Dofi.
Okay.
Now, I want to say that I am tired of this country. Our logical and academical analysis is not working and it's not producing anything useful for us in this country. I want to tell you that everything that is happening within the three arms of government, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is aware. He knows everything. And until Nigeria becomes hardened like him to take over this country from him, nothing will happen because he owns the Senate, the House of Assembly, he owns the judiciary, he owns everything, and is not disturbed with anything that is happening in this country. What they are doing is deception. INEC will say one thing that will seem to favor the masses. Before you know it, they will change it. The judiciary will say something that will seem to favor the public, the society. Before you know it, they will change it. It is just deception to make people fall into their arms and their wickedness. So I am advising Nigerians to make their hearts, to make themselves hardened like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because he is hardened and is not fed up whatsoever. He wants to grab Nigeria the way he has grabbed Lagos.
Thank you so
Lagos
much.
To be his home. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kamijuro.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Mazaka from Okota.
Let's go.
I want to thank Prince Chilaka this morning for saying it the way it is. You know, he told you that Nigeria has been captured, and that is true. But the problem I have there is that you, the media, whenever we raise this matter, you look for facts. That's what you can look for facts. The fact is everywhere. You see, the truth of the matter is that concerning INEC, you see what happened in 2023. Are you hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
What happened in 2023? If it is in another country, I don't think the Senate or the executive will be there deciding what happened in Nigeria today. But it's just because all Nigerians, they keep quiet, we did nothing. Today, Mahmoud and Yakubu have never come out to tell us the cause of that glitches, and they say we should move on. You see, now they use the 21 billion naira to renovate a vice president office, and we keep quiet. See what happened in River State. Nigeria is still keeping quiet. See what they are planning today against Natasha, and we are still keeping quiet. You see, whenever I hear people, God will save this country, I see it as a prayer for serious people. God can never come from heaven to help this country. It's we that will rise up and condemn what is bad. You understand me? See, when South Korea wanted to start there, you see all of them, they rise up against the executive. You see what South Korea is today? So unless we decide to fix this country, that's when this country will work. But we say let us leave it for all these politicians. Nothing will happen though. We keep on going back every day. That's my submission this morning. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.
God bless you too. Thank you so much for your submission. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kamijide.
Good morning.
How was the night?
Great. Your name, your location?
My name, I'm Mike. I'm calling from the Solo area of Lagos.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that there was a country because Nigeria was working. Nobody can tell me that Nigeria was not working. You know, when I left secondary school in 1982, I got a job in Warri, and my salary was 97 naira, not even 100 naira. When I was transferred to Lagos, they increased it to 123 naira. I was taking care of myself, taking care of my younger ones and my elder parents. And there's no month I cannot, at least I have average savings of 10 naira every month. And I was okay. Now, my beloved brother, what I'm telling you is this. When the head is rotten, because the problem we have in this country is this. If you say the truth, look at the youth copper can complain. She's a problem. Natasha complained, she's a problem. And if you complain, there's trouble in this country. So what I'm trying to say in effect is this. And besides, like the last caller did mention, Yakubu could have been best managed by us. Because this man is going to bring in somebody, those that work with him in Lagos State. Look at every project by his loyalists, and that is where nothing is working. It's unfortunate, but let me tell you one thing. No matter what you do, nothing past God. God is watching, and God is the last hope of Nigerians. May God help us all in Jesus' name. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Move away from your radio set. Move away from your radio set.
I'm out of there.
Your name, your location?
Good morning.
Let's go.
This is Alpha.
Hello?
This is Alpha. I'm calling from AJ. Can you hear me?
Okay. Let's go.
A lot of people have been talking, and at least they are making a very good point. Somebody called and said they should still leave Yakubu Mahmoud there. Nigerians, I don't know. Sometimes we will talk something, sometimes we will. Okay. My own point is this, please. Make them change our constitution, whereby that cannot give the president the authority to appoint INEC chairman. If the constitution can be changed from where that means the INEC chairman can be voted, just like the House of Assembly is voted, or the rest of other people. If the INEC chairman can be voted by people, at least for their own choice, at least that will make it a little bit easier because they know whom to vote. At least that will give another sense of appreciation or acceptance from Nigerians. Number one. Then number two is that come 2027, just like what Rufai said in the morning, you see, Nigerians has been used to give it to me for hand, let me eat for mouth for now. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. That is the problem we have. Give it to me in my hand, let me eat it for now. As I am alive, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. You see, as the country has reached now, when it comes 2020, anybody where they carry from Ghana must go give them. So take vote for me or do this thing like this. Forget about it. They will carry on. As far as this.
Hello? Oh, so sorry about that. Sorry. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I'll tell you something just after this. I'll be right back. Just hold on.
Dissecting the news without fear or favor through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people. From the views on the street,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city, the loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration,
welcome back, everyone.
It's
not the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Yes, information reaching me here now says that the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka in Anambra State, UNIZIK, says it will graduate no fewer than 8,157 students during its 2023-2024 academic session convocation, scheduled to begin on Wednesday, March the 25th, with a convocation lecture to be delivered by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume. Now, that's not all I want to tell you. I also want to let you know that that same school, UNIZIK, will honor Sheyi Tinubu on that same day. All right? And then, this particular one will be our talking point by 11 when I return. Nnamdi Kanu's apology, major turning point. Idam Ibebu is the one who is saying this. As regards Nnamdi Kanu, right? In a rare action, Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, tendered an apology to the Nigerian judiciary during his last appearance in court. We'll talk about that 11 a.m. Everyone join us. But for now, let's take more of your calls and, of course, read your messages at this time. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Kamejude.
Good morning to you.
This is Evelyn speaking.
Good morning, Evelyn. How are you doing? Good to have you join us. Talk to us.
Yeah. I just listened to what you just said now that they will honor Sheyi Tinubu at UNIZIK. As what? Is it the president of the country? So now, does it mean that at least, even though I was little then, during the time of Obasanjo and the rest, does it mean that they didn't have children? Why is this Tinubu, him and his family, why are they relevant? I need to know. Does it mean now the constitution of Nigeria now, they have amended it that Tinubu and his family have to be relevant in Nigeria? Every small gathering, Sheyi Tinubu must be there. Every small gathering, Remi Tinubu must be there. As what? As their what? Now they want to recall Natasha. They want to recall Natasha and put who there? Yaya Bello. Who stole billions of naira? Who stole billions of naira? Kogi State money. Billions of naira. They are not doing something. EFCC are not doing something about it. They are going about arresting innocent boys who are struggling, hustling, just to make meanings for their life. They want to recall Natasha, right? Now they say, oh, they want to replace Mahmoud Yakubu. Well, to me, I won't say, oh, let them replace him. I won't say they shouldn't. Because we don't even know if at all that is the one that God wants to use to set Nigeria free. That is another thing. And this constitution, I need to understand something. And because I need to know the people that sat down, because I know it's them that sat down and create this constitution. Or was it created by God? Since our motherland is not favoring us, let us go to our fatherland now, because I'm tired. I'm tired. Yes. It's like this Nigeria now, we are all bastard in this country. We don't have father. Don't we have father? Since this motherland is not favoring, let us go back to our fatherland. Motherland is not favoring us again. We are tired. If nobody is tired, me, I'm tired. Before we all go crazy and they will kill us, they go tired. That one for sure.
Thank you. Hey, okay. Let me talk to you. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
My name is Sean.
Okay.
And I'm calling from Egbeda, Lagos. I'm starting by just laughing. Okay, now, Yakubu's tenure will be ending by October, right?
November.
November. And the same Tinubu will be the one to pick another INEC chairman.
Yeah, it's the president's duty to do that.
So what will change? Nothing. Nothing will change. And the way Nigeria, I just like the awareness of most of the callers now. The three previous callers ago, he mentioned it, that the way it is, Nigeria has been captured. And this should be a lesson for us, because the way it is, to wrest power from Tinubu, to collect power from him, it's just likened to the case of the Bible. The Bible says that the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violence taketh it by force. If there are no amendments, electoral reforms, and my fear is that where are the lawmakers that will put this into effect? So this is just to show you that the future looks very bleak. See, I call a spade, but there is nothing that cannot happen, in the sense that this can only happen through divine intervention and the use of the people themselves. What I mean by that is that, see, our dissenting voices are complicated issues for us.
Okay.
Cyber sentiment, and my person, I'm very happy now for what is happening. You know, when we were talking then, some people were castigating me. They say I'm a bastard. So I hope the awareness has come upon us until we come together with one voice. Until we start facing these people one-on-one, I'm telling you, nothing will change. This man will complete first 4 years and do another 4 years. I'm telling you. So it is now by divine intervention, and the people themselves, we need to know this, the people themselves. I want to round up by saying this. You know that Remi Tinubu went to one school yesterday in Agbo, a nursing school. Just to let you know how our people behave. The MC, I don't know, because of money you were given, telling those nurses that our mother, did you see that on the social media? Mama. They were replying that your mother is not our mother. Until we stand up for the truth, until we reject these people, this country will never make it to keep going down. Thank you, Kamikide. God bless you.
God bless you too. Good morning to everyone in the studio. Tinubu shopping for Yakubu's replacement. Tinubu master of use and dump. Rivers new administrator suspend political appointees. Tinubu and Wiki agenda is working as planned. The three wise men in APC, Tinubu, Wiki, and Akpabio. These three men are so powerful, more than 300 million Nigerians, to the extent all the so-called Save Nigeria group, civil societies, the Obas, the emirs, the ex-rulers, and the ruled, the so-called daddy, GOs, and judiciary, the police, and INEC have been handcuffed by these three men, these three wise men. But what I know for sure is that every day for the thief, one day is for the owner of the house. Mark my words, APC will end democracy in Nigeria if not checkmated. That one is from Mayor from Ikotu Egbe. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning. Okay. It's not funny at all what is happening in our political system. The politicians once tell us what money cannot do, more money does. That is exactly what we are seeing in this system. How can INEC, who told us yesterday that the recall of Natasha lacked merit because there are no phone numbers and addresses on the form, today, same INEC is telling us that the signatures and addresses is now submitted, then notify assembly and then Natasha about the recall. To me, INEC is acting drama and we are watching. What a shame to our democracy. Benjamin from Shogunle. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Good morning to you. Oh, sorry about that. You can call back. Chijoke is saying, what money cannot do, more money can do, according to Akpabio. INEC U-turn on Natasha is a real example. Why should Tinubu shop for Yakubu's replacement? It's a matter of choosing any Yoruba name that will do his wish. That's all. NNPC and failed landing costs. These people are very wicked. APC has sunk Nigeria into deep ditch. Okay. And then Waje is saying, OC Waje is saying the president exercises too much powers as ascribed by the Constitution of 1999 as amended. Therefore, if impunity or immunity is to be removed or suspended, the president must not be excluded. I also suggest that certain powers must be stripped off from the president, such as appointment of CJN, INEC chair, population boss, customs, immigration, and so on. 91 groups seeking INEC registration is an invitation to mass failure. If they have an altruistic intention to right the many wrongs of the APC, then they would have found a common ground in searching for a platform to contest elections. our political class are all interested in themselves and not the well-being of the masses. See, Osiwanji, let me add something to what you just said now. What if these 91 later, that evening of election eve, right? All of them come together, say we are supporting. You know this is our country now. It's a grand plan, I must tell you. Judiciary in Nigeria today is like a private company that is now under the control of the CEO. It's shameful that the only hope of a common man has been captured and pocketed. If nothing drastic is done, we will continue in this mess we have found ourselves. So sad and unfortunate. Have a blessed day from HRHBC Nwoko in Oshodi. And then, what is your name? Mazu Gochiku is saying something here. All these wicked politicians should stop wasting our money, bribing fake constituents, to sign rubbish paper in order to recall Natasha. Immunity should be removed from all our leaders for us to see if there will be a positive in them. Okay? Just as he wrote it. Wike should focus on his health instead of all his unnecessary fights. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's go here a little bit. Good morning to you.
You there?
Good morning.
This is Edward calling for Sango.
Quickly, please.
And we even encourage Nigerians to be courageous, because really, when everywhere it seems as if there's no way, I know with all sincerity God will bring a way. We know what Nigeria suffered during the time of IBB, and Nigeria played for it and pushed IBB away. Tinubu cannot be more than IBB. What I want Nigerians to do is to follow these proceedings, all this towards 2027, to make sure that INEC, good person, come into power. Even the government will not, the president will not select somebody by ourselves. Nigeria should rise up from the comfort zone and know the right thing to do. Even some don't have a voter card. Some never make effort to make him voter card, having their voter card. At least let us have our voter card and let us someone acknowledge that whatever government is not doing now that will give us a good election, we should not take it. Let them move away from their comfort zone. This time around, take the bull by the horn. Because every day complain. Can we continue to suffer the next 4 years? Maybe after from 2027, continue to suffer again as we suffer? No, Nigeria should not take it. Let us come on courage. It's so courage Nigerians need now to make sure that they get what they want. You have the masses. We have the masses.
Thank you.
We have the numbers. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Greetings to you. Prince Iotek is saying, according to my brother Paul, the foolish Galatians are wiser than Nigerians. Everyone is crying foul. The women selling food items will not ask you the political party you belong to. When they see rice, spag, and noodles, they will forget the suffering and will vote for the man who tormented them for decades. But no matter what happens, lion will not eat grass. But I see where lion they chop grass. So no, just talk that one. Leave that motivational quote. When hungry meets that lion, he chop grass, my brother. Thank you so much, Prince Iotek. Appreciate you. What's your name? Natasha Kangaroo Call has shown how Nigeria is being governed. Yesterday, INEC said the process wasn't carried out properly by her constituents. Today, the same INEC is submitting the petition. Natasha is right by accusing INEC of being biased. When and what time have they rectified the process within yesterday and today? Didia Yanipaja is the one who is sending that message. Okay. Good morning. PDP governors asked the Supreme Court to reinstate Fubara, and which Supreme Court because we know that the Supreme Court is no longer the hope of the common man, but the hope of the corrupt politicians. Leo from Lagos. Tinubu is shopping for Yakubu, INEC chairman replacement, and let a sitting president not be the one to shop for INEC chairman, but it must be stakeholders in Nigeria, so that INEC will be independent. Really? Okay, that's what you're saying. And then let's leave it there. Franco Nero is saying immunity for governors and their deputies should be completely removed to curb corruption and curtail the abuse of office, as well as unwarranted assertion of power against the people. while the president and the deputy should have some limited immunity. Meanwhile, INEC chairman Yakubu deserves to be sacked and replaced, but not by the sitting president. Rather, it should be done by retired justices. Okay. Civil society groups and Labor Congress can also do that, right? The sole administration in Rivers State is not recognized under the Nigerian constitution. Therefore, his actions stand null and void. Nigerians must wake up and begin to choose the best of us to rule the rest of us, to get the best from us. May God help and heal our land. Franco Nero, thank you so much for that message. I'm running now because of my time. I will gather my own signature. We don't have leaders in Nigeria. There is no truth in this country. Chief, what's the name? Akwembe, right? Am I right with that pronunciation? But thank you so much for the message. What is happening in Nigeria today will never happen in other countries. INEC is about to perform another evil, and no one is saying anything. First, it was Rivers State. Now it's Natasha. The president and the Senate are the most corrupt. The youths are too docile. Engineer Lawrence from Igbolere in Lagos is the one who's sending that message. People of Akwa Ibom should start the recall of Godswill Akpabio. Good morning. This recall of Natasha is the handwork of her people, because they have every right to say no because they were deceived. Okay. Nana from Okeafa is saying, if they manage to snatch our votes to get in again in 2027, their criminal minds will tell them to change the constitution to 6 years, 1 term, and will do another 6 years, making it 10 years in office. Do not say I did not tell you. Okay. Good morning, VOP family. Rufai has pointed out the whole errors in recalling Natasha's and advised we should talk without preferring any solution to that effect. In fact, I'm tired. How can we be living with these for another 4 years? Peter Eugene Okeke from Ladipo. It's okay. Only in Nigeria, thieves are enthroned. INEC is just a scam and a shame. Apostle Ifeanyi Amechi is the one sending that message. It's a pity, just a pity Nigeria has become a laughingstock in the world. While this present set of rulers, we have no hope and progress with these kind of characters being in charge of the affairs of the country. I pray and hope God will send a Mandela that will bring succor to the country. Whoa. Message is plenty. I will read them when I return here. When I come back here, I'll read them. I'll be here by 11 a.m. Okay, everyone will start talking politics by 11 a.m. But then I will also talk a little bit of business, by 10:30, and then 11 we start. We delve into politics. Okay, Chikiro and of course Tobechuku Kasmir. They are here already. We'll be handing over to them as soon as possible. Ototoma to you guys.
Ototoma.
Ebolachi.
Yeah.
I've told you to stop using Ototoma. Be using Ebolachi. Salachi.
We are handing over.
This is not clear for Igrigendo.
We are handing over.
We are not here for Igrigendo.
I'm telling you.
Leave that song.
The thing is, you people have gathered signature. The one when I say error day. Now you are now saying, well, we have corrected the error.
With which fingerprint?
Jude, see
for how many hours? 240,000.
See how I'm looking at INEC. You came here, sit down, was telling us, and Barrister Darlington was here.
No, that was a glitch.
And now you are telling us within how many hours that you are going through over 250,000 signatories now.
That be small thing,
Jude, what is happening now, guy?
Our country is finished.
It's remaining 0.01.
These people are doing everything possible to record our guy. Money is exchanging hands.
No, whatever.
No. Money is exchanging signatories.
Whatever you think, whether except God intervene, Natasha don't.
Even God is not even. Don't call God in this case.
No, except God intervene, Natasha don't.
Even God self now no fit intervene on this one now.
When Barrister Darlington was praising INEC for that, somebody sent a message that Barrister Darlington, you are praising INEC. As if the person knew that INEC will later turn and said no.
Yesterday, yes, our program, yes.
And the person that did the freest and fairest election in Nigeria, 1993, they are calling for him to be immortalized. And the Senate said,
no. Humphrey Wosu.
Those in support in
this country.
And the first time the nays have it.
I'm telling you.
I wish spirit can rise like spirit of Humphrey Wosu.
Senator Victor Ome was so sad yesterday.
No.
What a
Even
country.
Senator Enyinaya Baribe. What is happening? There was a country.
The truth of
in
the
fact,
matter
there is a country.
Let's keep fasting for Nigeria.
We are not here for Igrigendo. Which fast? How many are we going to fast?
Guys, thank you so much. Everyone, I appreciate you for being part of this morning broadcast. I will be here by 10 o'clock, 10:30, but we start talking politics by 11 a.m. Please do join me. We have a lot to talk about. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. On social media, I am Ikami Jude.